Hi everyone, and thank you for coming today. My name is Danielle Papadakis, and I'm a senior sales engineer here at Segasec. And in a few short words, Segasec is a cybersecurity company that's dealing with the huge problem of online fraud and customer-based phishing attacks. And in today's crazy and digital world, there's been a huge escalation in the amount of phishing attempts. And I would like to stop and share with you all a short story. So I was looking online on Google and searching for results for the deals for the security conference in London, and I saw an ad to the conference website. The site is secured. It led me to Info Europe Security, and I'm scrolling down the page, and I click book accommodation because I'm really interested to find a nice hotel near the conference area. And I'm staying for 4 nights from June 3rd until June 7th. So I'm scrolling down to see exactly what type of hotel options I have, and suddenly I see a nice Radisson Blu hotel. So I go ahead and I click on it, and I'm trying to see exactly what rooms there are available. And suddenly I see a deluxe room for £78. Guys, this is amazing. 4 nights for £78. So I'm quickly going to fill in my most personal details so that I can book this. And I'm entering my name, my last name, my address, and most importantly, my credit card details so that I can book this transaction. And I've told all of the colleagues at work what an amazing deal I've found. So I'm entering the expiration date and the CVV, and I'm going to agree to the terms and the conditions so that I can book the transaction. And then I suddenly get a response that the credit card details that I entered into the system are incorrect. So I guess I made a mistake with one of the numbers. Or did I? I would like to stop and emphasize that this right here was an example of a very sophisticated phishing scam. Over here, you can see the attacker's console, where he has all of my most personal details, including my address and my credit card, in plain text. And if we think about it logically, I was led to this fake website through a Google ad, but it's just like sending an end user a link. It could have been done through a text message, and it could have been done through an email. And one of the worst things about this attack is that the user does not know that he's been scammed, and because the attack is happening outside of the company's perimeter, the company is not aware of the situation as well. And when I personally talked with the security awareness team about this problem, they provided for me a list of common practices to avoid these exact types of consumer phishing attempts. So let's take a look at the list together. The first thing that they mentioned is to always look at the URL. And that's one of the first things that I did. I checked and it said infosecurityeurope.com. The second thing is to check that the email that you received or the website that you're on is from a person that you know and you trust. So if I think about it logically, I went on Google. I trust Google. After that, I saw an ad to the conference website, and I'm familiar with the conference website, and I clicked it. So I can check that. Thirdly, to make sure that the connection is secured, and it was. And lastly, to check that the site is fully functional, that you can navigate from page to page. And as seen in the demonstration, I was able to navigate all the way down and try to book a hotel and make a transaction attempt. So obviously, these 4 bullets are simply not enough in today's exaggerated and very sophisticated phishing scams that are going on. And if we take a closer look at the fake website, we might be able to notice something suspicious. And I've highlighted it for you in a red box just to make it easier. If we take a look letter by letter at the URL, you might have noticed that there's a dotless I, an I with no dot, and this is from the Turkish alphabet. And if we think about how many languages there are in the world, how many letters, how many infinite combinations are available to make this type of URL, it's amazing. And this is an example of social engineering. We as humans are the weakest link in the security chain. And because of that, phishing scams are so common nowadays on consumers. A sum of over $150 billion was stolen from consumers in 2018 from these exact types of attempts. 50% of the attacks are targeting financial institute customers, but not only. We see it all over the world. We see it in the healthcare sector, retail, insurance. And how many times have we told our end users, don't click on this link, don't open that email, don't. And even with all of the subject around phishing, we can still see that these are the statistics. And this problem is so huge that 1 out of 8 people in the world have been a victim to a phishing attack. So why should we care about this problem? This is a question that we're asking a lot of people. And this is not a regular business cybersecurity problem. This right here is a business problem because we're talking about the most important assets to a business, which is their end users, their customers. And a phishing attempt can lead to serious brand damage, legal exposure, direct and indirect revenue loss, in some cases, stock decline, and privacy-related regulations like GDPR, but there are many more. And because of all of these outcomes, we don't only talk to the security managers of a company, but we talk with the risk officers and the fraud managers and marketing, because this right here, this is a business problem. Now, we've talked a lot about the problem, so let's jump into Segasec's solution. Segasec is a one-stop shop solution. Our main goal at the end of the day is to take away this entire problem of customer-based phishing attacks away from you. We require zero onboarding and no integration from your side, meaning that by today, you can already join and receive instant value from our side. So what do we actually do? We split it up into 2 different sections. We have our cyber intelligence and agile response. So throughout the cyber intelligence, we're searching at the infinite web to see anything that may resemble your brand and try to hijack one of your digital channels. So that can be fake mobile applications, websites, Slack, social media, but we're not like any other intelligence company that's only going to provide you information about an attack. We said that we were a one-stop shop solution. So we're also going to be the response team on the other side to make sure that your users are not compromised. Now let's drill down a little bit more into our solution and the technology. So our solution is made out of 4 main components. The first is the 24 hours, 7 days a week cyber intelligence. At this point, we're trying to detect any type of an intent for an attack. So that can be domains that have been purchased, domains that have been modified, certificates, DNS records, but not only. As I mentioned, all brand-related attacks. But how do we proactively search the web for these types of domains? So here in Segasec, we split it up into different maturity levels. We have maturity level 1 and 2, where we're seeing most of the vendors nowadays, and unfortunately, this is covering approximately 40% of the phishing attempts. And that's why we moved to maturity level 3. And this is where Segasec's solution lies. We're using deep machine learning techniques, similarity between word algorithms and AI in order to monitor all of these suspects. We're able to cover all of the IDNs, which is the non-Latin characters, the same ones that you saw on the demonstration website, and subdomains as well. The more suspects that we can monitor for you, that way we can reduce the risk for your clients. Our second component is our web agent. And this is in order to detect any type of non-brand related attacks. So for example, what happens if someone goes to your website, downloads your assets, but puts it on a website like abc.xyz? How are we able to spot it? So with our web agent, we have a unique technology that is able to detect any type of content replication and send Segasec an immediate alert to let us know. Our third component is the remediation, the fast block and takedown of the website. So let's say that there's a website up in the air and it's impersonating you. The first thing we want to do is reduce the risk for your end users. So we will start blocking it. And that's when they'll see a red screen saying, alert, alert, do not enter this website. And in addition to that, we will start automatically taking it down. We have more than 1,500 different partnerships with all of the endpoint protections, with the antiviruses, the spam filters, but also with the hosting providers and the registrars themselves. We can take down websites at a very fast pace, and this is because of the APIs that we build together and the mutual trust. Our average takedown time is within 3 hours, but we have record-setting takedowns within seconds, and that's because of the automation and the trust that we've built over the years. Our first component is the mitigation. Within one click of a button, we can submit fake data to an impersonation website. So how does that work? Let's say that there's a website currently impersonating to you, and they were able to steal 2,000 user credentials. What we can do, from 20 million bot networks from around the world, we can submit fake data onto this website. And this will achieve two different things. The first, we will be able to dilute the data. And if the attacker was planning to sell the data in the dark web, it's now garbage, and he doesn't have too much to do with it. And the second thing is we can mark the fake data that we've submitted, and if the attacker will try to log in with those credentials on your real site, we will be able to track him and lead him into a honeypot trap. So this right here is our overall solution. It's an end-to-end managed service in order to assist you, all the way from the proactive detection until the immediate response. We don't want you to orchestrate anything. We want to take away the entire issue of customer-based phishing attacks away from you. And in security, we're always interested in transparency and seeing the data that's flowing in. And because of that, we have our dashboard where you can see, personalized for each client, the amount of suspicious domains, non-suspicious domains, live attacks. Within a click of a button, you can request a takedown or a fake data submission. And you can also see the historical evaluation in the past month of what's happening behind the scenes. And this unique technology was created by our dedicated and talented team of 25 and continuously growing. Segasec was founded a little bit less than 2 years ago, but with more than 80 customers worldwide. We're participating in the Microsoft for Startups program and also in the exclusive MasterCard StartPath program. It was great meeting with you all. Thank you very much for coming. If you would like more details about what's going on behind the scenes in your company, we would be grateful for you to come to booth X138, where we can provide for you personalized data. And if you're interested, we can as well do an attack simulation, the same exact impersonation website that we did on the Infosec, to your company and show you that there is a gap. So thank you very much, and don't get scammed.